can somebody really take care of somebody like this? This is outside our fees. Okay? Then when we met in Professor Joy's place, Professor Joy was too busy. Barrister Gozie was like, she came to me in the car while I was mixing and she said, have you eaten? I said, no, man. She said, no, not while I'm here. And she had to run around. She got food, she got drinks. And Professor Joy came and said, have you eaten? She also told her to give us food again. And I'm like, these two people are part of those that I've worked with and I've worked for. And it's made my experience wonderful. And indirectly from them, I've learned how to treat people. I'm doing my best at that, Since somebody can treat you like this, it means you should also treat somebody else like this.
When somebody is here and the person can still relate with you that is still coming up,
exactly.
Because during that Barrister Gozie's father's burial, it got to a point Barrister Joy was like, have you eaten? The usher girl he said, you know what? Don't worry. Give me the food. I'll carry it by myself and I'll take it to Gopadtv. I say, no, Mama, I will do the carrying. Don't worry. Let them don't do the food and we carry. So there is this thing about working with them. I don't know if that's where Oga got his hospitality spirit from, or humility spirit or whatever from, but those two, we've met a lot of people. They've been nice. In fact, most of them have been very nice.
True.
Yeah, most of them have been very nice. Both the reverends who have met. Remember
the bishops
who have also met and all that. The one we went to in Anambra, the bishop even had to mention us during the burial and all that. So those people have been nice, but you see those two women?
They're really outstanding. And I think Bishop Ndubisi, the bishop of our God directly, he's been giving us a lot of jobs.
Yes.
Bishop of Ogwaniri, Bishop Johnson. Yeah, so we have that he was the person that I had my first podcast with. He came here to dedicate this place, and when we were talking, he wasn't talking to me like a superior talking to.
He was just talking.
He was talking to me like somebody talking to a friend. So those are experiences that you have and they shape your life. So I've really had very beautiful experience. The way they keep food for me, because I'm not always outside, I'm always inside, They bring food for me to the car, especially this one too. So it's been lovely times, lovely things, and how you're being checked up on. When you're not available, people call and ask, why are you not available?
Exactly.
And let's not just waste time, because I could keep on talking about Gopadtv. The experience is really a lot.
The experiences. So let's just share our different experiences, maybe one or two.
Okay.
Just one or one, two,
Okay, my own experience, you guys have actually said it all, but then let me just add a little bit to what you've said. I think from my own personal experience, it has been also all rosy. Although not really rosy per se, but then for my own understanding of what rosy means, I understand rosy as not just a point where you don't face challenges, but where you face constructive challenges that build you and make you a better, like the previous person just said, he was talking about this woman, Mrs. Barrister Gozie, and then Professor Joy, how he learned a lot from them. I personally as well learned a lot of things from them, because seeing people that wealthy, that's highly elevated, well connected, is almost natural for them to be proud and arrogant. But seeing the opposite of that is a bit of shock to us. Then also, some of the experiences I've had that are funny, that's Abia State experience.
It was so funny. Yeah.
That experience was very, very funny. It didn't just start at the point where our car got stuck. It was from the point where the location was saying we should get to a junction and turn right.
Exactly.
That's the point of turning right
was something else.
Went to a different place.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Not knowing that the journey is still far.
We got twice.
Exactly.
Before we got the actual
place.
Then after we now got the actual room,
we now got stuck.
So
So
it was funny.
You got stuck while going.
Yes.
Yes.
We've not even done the job. We were stuck and the wake-up was almost done.
So
we not. We just stayed up there. We're pushing.
We're pushing. And the funny thing about pushing is that the funny thing is that while you're pushing, if you're pushing right, the vehicle is going left. At the point our vehicle wanted to tumble.
Exactly.
So we had to go cut trees, cut palm fronts too. So it was a really funny experience. And after we had to use underground water to clean off, because we were looking like pigs. It was muddy. It was rainy.
Apart from that part, we also
They
saw
had to
her
come
looking for where
down.
to sleep.
We even
Then they were
had
pushing the car,
difficulties.
so their legs were inside
that day we couldn't even find the hotel.
Looking for where to sleep was another major
We
issue.
didn't find where to park. We didn't find where to sleep. There was no light. There was a lot of troubles. The tents were scattered. Like, it was a whole lot.
We got to where we sleep, I think around 12:01.
And there was Lisa and
Looking
Cynthia
at the
waiting for
right
us.
side.
Oh, you don't.
No, we sent somebody ahead of time. It was as if we knew. So Dixon went ahead of time too. But we were supposed to be there too. But the fact is that we were in Abia on time to cover the waykeep, but we couldn't because we were stuck. I think we spent more than an hour there.
Yes,
After a while,
we did.
Ebuka was looking like a really bushman because he was just busy, cutting down trees.
But
Because it was
looking on the
entering
right
and
side,
backing.
one of the things that motivated us to, be happy and not grumble while doing what was the person we came for. So the woman we came to
Was Professor Joy, right?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
Professor Joy's mom.
Looking at the personality
Like that.
of the woman, and even the next day, how she later treated us the next day, how that she was, I think she even apologized for the stress.
Sure.
She was like, oh, she's sorry.
I really don't know. I really don't know who is Professor and
Who is
Okay.
Barrister? Don't worry, you get to meet them.
There was one of them that came here. The last time she came, she was reading.
That's Barrister.
That's
She
Barrister.
was watching a movie with me, and then she was like, "What do you think will happen?" Like the way we were just discussing.
That's Barrister. That's
That's
Barrister.
Barrister. The Steve's mama, the Barrister.
Don't worry, you meet Professor Joy too.
Yeah,
They're like
sure.
birds of a feather.
Yes.
Yeah, they are twins from different
From
parents.
different brains, yes. Yeah, they're very.
They are beautiful people you meet. The day we went to interview Surveyor Ugochime, man, I didn't know that man was Ugochime. I'm telling you, I was with Ebuka, and the man's humility, how he was talking to us,
Yeah.
At the end, we were like, guy, that this man get Goshen, no? Goshen Estate, now this
Goshen
man,
Estate, yes, exactly.
Amedo, now this man, no. And like you see the man's humility and how he tells you, my son, can I continue now? And do you know the most shocking thing? That man wanted to preach, and he did all the talking off heart, no Bibles, the verses off heart, everything he quoted off heart. There was no Bible, there was no screen, there was no help. And I'm like, I have to be this knowledgeable.
People did.
Since somebody can be this knowledgeable. So the experience is too much because we get to meet new people.
You get to meet new
Apart
people.
from
people.
You
that,
get to
you know,
meet
other people
good
who treated
people
us
too.
really nice. I can remember when we went to, I think it was Anambra
For
for a synod.
Yes.
We went for a synod in Anambra State. I can remember because we were treated really nice there also because the priest referred us to a church member who fed us really well. That was where I ate apple, like very neat apple.
No, not Anambra Niger. That's on Niger.
They are really nice to us at that place.
What about
Even the bishop?
Exactly.
The bishop was so intentional mentioning Gopadtv over and over again. He was promoting us. The man, both the bishop, the church member, we spent the night at his place, and even the archdeacon, the priest in charge of the church. Everybody was really nice. We've had a lot of people,
We've
and
met a lot
on
of
the other side,
nice
we also
people.
have people who we are very.
I'm
very,
not among
very,
those who are going to say anything about
very
clients
funny, but then
who are funny.
thank God, all the experiences taught us
Ebuka has
lessons.
to come and share one experience.
Yes, where are you? Come.
But we've had Ebuka, don't come and share experience, so don't come and
I'll sit down here. Dan need to do the mixing. Now Dan will do the mixing.
Dan, do the mixing.
When you see me, you mix me. Enugu is one of our. Would I say is it interesting?
Yes,
Enugu was
interesting because we're having a lot of clients here.
Yeah, we visited Enugu a lot of times.
We are going there
on 13th.
And we're going
Oh
there.
yeah,
We're going
12th and
there.
13th, yeah.
Enugu, I think they've done us
My
well.
birthday.
And
It's
more like
13th September.
we are more like that place is more like we have more client base.
Yeah.
In Enugu more than every other place. But Enugu have also cost us something.
Yeah.
We lost our drone there.
Oh, that
Yes,
day
yes,
that our
we
drone got lost.
I lost the drone there. rain also beat us well, mercilessly as well. Pastor Dixon can also testify to that. So Enugu is a blessing, is also
a funny place.
So going live is not a
so
child's
pleasant.
play.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's
not a child's play. Exactly. Saying network. If it's only network you have when it comes to going live, then you don't have a problem. So most time you have a whole lot of things. In fact, when you're on live broadcast, you'll be on your toes from the beginning of the event till the
end. That time that we went to, there was no, it's not just the call. There was this time we were at Enugu, and a guy met us and said, "Mburukwenra town."
Yes,
you remember that?
Yes.
So we were walking, and somebody had to be guarding our gadgets because somebody already told us. Route 29, okay, fine. How did you think about Iburu route?
Of all the things.
Live streaming, going live is a very sweet kind of a thing. We have fun when it comes to going live. And Maki is wonderful. Anytime we have Maki used to be very.
Put this on me.
Maki, I must give it to you.
Put this on me.
Put this camera on Maki.
Yeah.
Put this on me.
Let's see Maki. Is this one?
Put this on me. Yeah.
You know, Mike, as in
that job that we went to.
No, let me finish. Now. Don't hide this girl too much. Wait, man, keep quiet. I'm talking.
Don't hype this girl too
much. No. I'll hype you when hyping is needed. When I need to scold you. Remember sometimes I used to shout, like properly I shout.
No, you shout almost every time.
Yes. I shout. Sometimes
if you say enter here, now shout.
I
shout. I'm the one that I have to shout everybody in line now.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. Because I'm the man at the back of the council. I'm the one doing the unkwasi.
The director.
So most time, but I'm glad Nzube came on board.
Yeah.
Nzube was more like so now I can leave vision mixing for Nzube and I'll be home and dry.
Yeah.
I can leave vision mixing for Nzube, but I'm still tutoring him. Maybe we will grow better off and become better than me. Because I want all of them to be better than me.
Oh, God.
Everybody needs to be better than me. So that even if when we are not around, people will be moving, things will be moving. You know, I can be glad one day I'll just sit down in the studio and say I'm not going with two people today. And you people will go and deliver
and come back.
You know, part of the things I think I learned from Ebuka was shouting. You know, when you're with Ebuka,
when there's pressure.
When I was learning, no, not even pressure. When I was learning video mix, you know, you could be videoing something. You think you're doing something wonderful, and it's only the guy on the visual mixer that will know that you're not really doing
you're not doing anything.
And Ebuka will be like, "Tell that guy!" And I'm like, I'm too quiet. I can't do this. But you know, after some months of being there, and you're looking for views and you're not seeing somebody. One that I just discovered. I was not becoming like Ebuka. Because I'm like, guy, what the and I'm like, guy, give me view now, what's the problem? And I'm like, hey, I don't go Ebuka. Because
so that means it's not his personality.
It's not his personality.
When
you're behind the scene,
really,
part of the job requirements for being in that vision mixer, you have to shout people in line.
Really?
You have to shout. Guy, give me clear shots. Your hand is shaking. You're not doing... So, Ebuka taught me that, and it's really something wonderful because you'll be shouting. Not like you're angry. The funny thing is that once you're done, you don't even remember that this guy did
shout anywhere.
Yeah, because it's all part of the job. It's the adrenaline that functions with the job. Like, give me clear shots, guy. Give me clear shots. So, I think Ebuka has done well though. Yeah, I'll just give him that though.
Okay, let me go. I cannot move.
But that's one experience to share. I can't tell you, but we'll leave that one for next time.
I think I know that one, but let's leave it.
I was talking before.
The pushing of vehicles somewhere.
The whole matter was
okay, go ahead with your talking.
So one of our funny, no, it wasn't funny, it was interesting. It was very, very interesting. It was another job at name where it was, I think it was a general. Yes, it was. The one thing I learned from the man personally, not the event, it was how homely the man was. Also, just like we were saying, being highly elevated and still being. So the man, I could remember when we were at mortuary, he saw us and was like, "Have we eaten?" Said not yet. He gave us money and he counted us and was like, "All of us, we should find something and eat." And then, he was. But then, one of the interesting things was seeing military men everywhere. You know how far you have to be on guard. You have to, because there were soldiers everywhere, and even the village people around were on their toes. You know, nobody could misbehave. Your misbehavior was
Finland you slap, yeah.
There were soldiers everywhere. So I was like, wow, it's very interesting to have power, but then I learned how the man, he gave us audience, he gave us although something, but then everything was good. Every experience I've had with Gopadtv has been very awesome. I've had something to take home from it. In fact, one thing I would commend our Oga for is always looking out for others before himself.
Yeah.
This one is a personal experience. He'll be like,
serve good everybody, serve good everybody, serve good everybody.
Before you come to him first, yes, you know, he would always try to push that entitlement away from himself, which is due him, is rightly due him. Yes. But then he would always push it away and be like, no, just everything should just be
our pilot one.
Yeah, so I really admire that nature he has. Honestly, he's motivating me as well. I'm learning from that. I've learned from that. I also hope to be like that.
Keep learning.
Yeah, so keep learning. But and it's funny how most of his clients are like that. I remember working with the DIG. Time we went to cover the doctorate award of DIG at Oboto in Ebonyi State. The man was only two. Guy, we were working in convoy, plenty police vehicles. And funny enough, when you meet the person that summoned that kind of security man, he talks to you like
you guys are on the same.
Yeah. No, just stay here. Don't worry. Stay here. And you find you're thinking, is it this guy that's commanding police people? Like, hey, you. And when he wants to talk to you, there's this calmness, there's this homeliness. Who will I mention? Who have we not even worked for?
Most times is this thing with knowing you have power. You know, there is a difference between trying to gain attention, making people to feel like you are powerful, and knowing that you actually have power. It gives a form of different perspective. When I know I command, just like the soldier, the major, the general, he doesn't have to say things for them to happen. You can't come close to him because there are some certain things you can't say around him. He won't react to it, but
the boys will react to it.
We help you react.
So that mindset shapes a lot. Just like a rich man, there are some certain things he will not pay attention to because he knows.
There are people that can take care of this one.
Yes. Funny enough, most at times we have learned by experience that these people that are very loud, they are even the least influential. They are even the least powerful.
Very true.
They try to gain attentions. So the most powerful ones are even behind the scene. They are not seen. They hide themselves because they know how powerful they are.
Like the day we met P2B, in Cathedral, it was so simple.
I would have loved when Praise God is here.
Okay, Praise God.
Praise God met P2B.
And she couldn't
called
talk.
me and said,
she was.
Babe, I don't know what now. Why you fall my hand?
She was just brain stuck. She couldn't say.
She could not say anything.
I was standing before her.
Not face
to face, side by side. I was the one directing the interview. So I'm like, I'm President. What is this P2B close to me? Like my body is touching P2B, and I'm like, praise God. 1,
2, start.
And she's just looking at him.
Yeah.
She was. I was not around.
And I wouldn't blame her.
I was not around.
Do you know what swept her off her feet was P2B's humility.
Exactly.
Okay, hello my dear. Okay, let's start.
She wasn't
No. You know personality. This is somebody that once this person steps in.
Let's start.
Once this person steps in, you are literally off your feet.
You know, it was doing
actually like for you now, and as for me that I've not really been
in the media, on camera.
Stuff like that would have given me a go ahead. My dear, let's start.
You don't really know how you're going to react. Do you know why I told you this?
You can't
tell how you're going to react.
This is at the peak of P2B's campaign for presidency. And this guy is
all over the place.
No, not being in the screens now.
Side by side.
First
of all, your hands go skip.
If somebody had told you that morning, sitting by the afternoon, you will be with. No, it's not interviewing. You'll be touching P2B. You say it's a lie.
So
and that day you are surrounded by aides, P2B's aides, police people, they are just shielding you and they are saying, girl, talk to P2B. She was I get that. But
no, I perfectly understand.
I don't blame her for anything.
Dramatize what happened there.
At the end of the day,
praise God. We just went.
Okay, so now P2B.
No. Dramatize it.
No, he's praise God.
So I want to
we disconnect.
Before then, our guy have already gone to meet the
P2B's aid.
P2B aid. Like, well, we would like to talk to Oga. He said, okay, when Oga is coming out, we'll give you audience. Already we prepped. Praise God.
I don't know why she's not here.
Praise God said, what are we going to... I said,
why didn't you give it to her?
She was not around. Yeah. So what happened was, this thing is just, please.
I'm for fear.
Take it.
Even me, I'm for fear.
Yeah, no, it's not take it experience.
She called me and said,
there are a whole lot of people out there that this camera.
MS go
Friday. This will help you.
At least this will help you.
What will help you to stay on top of your game is after that experience. You go close to camera, stay in front of camera. But if you go back home and hide, it will still happen.
Sure,
it will be worse.
What happened that day was praise God. Praise God. Watch P2B come. Just be bold. Ask him questions. He's ready to answer you. Just ask him anything. Already, since Ben now ask him, okay, ask him this. When I noticed what was happening, I was using style, switch. I don't know, were you too happy?
No. That day, what happened? What happened was that I was directing her, I was opposite her, and Oga already told her you're going to interview P2B. So instead of me doing the interview, Oga said I should prep her. So I now prepped her and said, this is what you're going to do. And she's a radio presenter, of course. So I believe that. Okay, she said
it's good.
Her only problem was
behind the scene.
Yeah, so
like I said, it's Gopadtv. It's Gopadtv that brought me.
And I was very close to her, but P2B already.
She was shaking.
We were live. And we couldn't say, excuse, sir, please let her come out.
Let me shift and come back.
But that would have given us maybe a lesson.
And he was going to.
Next time, even if you have another person switch immediately and ask question.
What we would have done, the only error we had, because what we were also considering was her confidence. We don't want to shatter it. Because if you switch her in a hurry, it may damage her. So what we would have done is to have two anchors. So if one person is really not on the,
then another person will just.
So that was the basic.
Because that was the first time she's working with us.
Yeah.
So we've not really had work with her,
It won't happen.
It won't happen again. No.
Because next time, she was trying to make sure that she's on top of her game, working with us. She did not work with us before. That was the very first job.
And it was urgent because
it was urgent because I wasn't
because it was not urgent. We've given her before that she's going to be anchoring events.
Okay.
Yes.
She knows.
What happened was
she wanted to
retirement service. Yes.
I think what she was trying to do, one, not to disappoint us. One, then two, she's trying to I don't know. This is like if you're coming to a place for the first time. It's your first time of coming to.
And you meet great
and the first time you're working with people. One, you're trying to maintain your steez and composure. Then you now meet that kind of another person, intimidating personality. So that was two things. Now she was handling two things at the same time. Yeah, that was what happened.
Me, I would have just given you side.
You are alive. First of all, she called me that day.
That kind of situation is I don't know what to expect. You would think, okay, I'm ready until
the person is now standing.
The whole beauty is that
when I met Robert,
the models your
just
experience.
Like that first day.
Yeah, no. Well, I will announce something to us.
When I met your man
here too. I brought your man here too.
Just like good. That first time, we were doing that thing. For the first time we were doing that thing, I was more to that thing.
Do you know?
I
said stop me. I was like,
but over time.
So
So that's the thing.
Practice makes perfect.
The day that Maki was supposed to interview Robin,
I said,
you know that experience.
They were telling me,
Maki did not know who was Robin.
I don't know who
that was even the
Robin
first problem. So I was the Maki because I was the camera guy, and I'm like, go and interview Robin, and she said, where's Robin? I'm like, is this man we have been passing since? Because that man is another humble person. He was carrying baskets. He was giving people, go and shop. You go take away. So Maki didn't know. I'm like, and when Maki got to him, Maki said, sir, I want to interview you. And Robin, you know, he's a wise man. He said, he did not know I was Robin. And Maki wanted to come out, and he said, you did not.
He was standing with Bishop Chukuma. I interviewed
Bishop Chukuma.
Yes.
No, Bishop Chukuma.
He's great. So he was with him. So I interviewed him. Do you understand? When we were done, and I just said thank you and I left. Two of them were standing together.
Yeah.
So I was doing the interview, then he was standing like this. So when I was done with Archbishop, I just said thank you, sir.
And it was the opening of Robin's store. So
and
the actual person that deserves attention was Robin.
So later when they told me he's actually the one, I now went back. I said, sir, can I interview? He said, boy, we were together. I said, Pico. At this point, I don't know. And he spoke. So for that aspect of praise God or what happened between it can happen to anybody. Just like Okute, this is our governor now, is in an event and you're asked to, first of all, you go shake. No matter who you be, personality is still personality. You go still shake, then you now gain yourself. Do you understand? That confidence, you build it over time.
If it was okay.
You understand? You build it over time. How are you? You start from someone, then when they are now free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who helped me that day was Ogebuka.
Okay.
So he said, don't look at the camera, don't look at it, don't look at it.
Just
look at
do
yourself
your
and just
start talking.
And that's how
as if
I
you are
got
just
into
alone.
it. We started discussing, we're just talking normally as if we're just discussing about normal things.
Exactly.
We're just talking normal.
No, okay, I remember when Mikey came. Mikey done the twitch.
Mikey was shy then.
I think my introduction was whack. People be like, say Maki again.
Maki's first day. We'll be like 1, 2, 3, action. Maki will say wait.
Let me.
Wait.
Even in OG.
But
I think I was doing introduction. I don't know what I was doing. I said
the
good morning.
beauty of
Let's shout.
Is that King? Is that that I saw? King. So I think.
Look at who we have here. There's a king.
I'm sure.
He's saying shy. Bro.
As a king.
This is how we roll in Gopadtv.
Oh yes.
This is how
So me, I'm also going to be talking about one of my experiences.
No, listen, you can stay
after.
Let me go.
Are you guys done?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
There's this part of the experience.
Sorry, officially, let us
Welcome, Eze.
As a king.
These are our drone master.
And he
You
should
know,
also introduce himself.
Yeah, no, he will introduce himself. But
Definitely.
let's just lay the background. You know, we have humble people
Let's
like
go,
Gopad. So this is our drone master. You know, he flies different kinds of drones for us. He streams live with drones. You know, helps in movie production. This guy is a big guy
He's a
though.
pro.
But I know if I ask him, I say my name is Eze. So he's a big guy, and Obatagego. This is the only person that goes for all 10,000, but for 50,000 and goes and comes back. This guy Obatagego. Guy, let us meet you, my
He's
brother.
carrying 4 phones. So.
4 phones. One don't
Let's meet you, sir. Let's meet you, sir.
Let me help you, sir. Let's meet you, sir.
He does them at the same time as well.
Let's meet us.
Welcome, my brother.
Can we meet you, sir?
We can hear you. Just talk.
My name is.
He's a celebrity.
My name is Eze King. I work for Gopadtv as his drone operator. Do I still need a follow?
Talk.
I'm glad that you are here. I didn't even I wasn't expecting this, but I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah.
Rich man talk.
It's not rich man.
Another deep brief. Oh my God.
Tell us what happened that day on our way to Abuja.
Na horrible experience. Yeah. When we say we can't service our motor, we serviced our motor yesterday, a day before the day, then expecting to reach there. It took us like 3 days.
3 days from Nigeria to
German machine disappointed us. And should I say soldiers? Was that soldiers or mobile police? They wanted to seize my 1.750. That was I got that drone 1.750. That was Mavic 2 Pro, with smart controller. 1.750. That's how was it? Share is Share that was 2021, Share?
Yes, 2021.
That's my first drone. That experience.
First time I'm going to Abuja.
Yeah.
They wanted to end your career.
Yeah, no.
That was the first time I went to Abuja.
It wasn't my first time. I already went with
It was your first time on
online.
On land, you know.
So we're the first to send you to Abuja with
moto. With moto. Private car. German machine.
Wait for
for 3 days.
3 days we no reach Abuja. I don't already delete that memory from my brain. So
I beg, no bring them back.
But that memory, it was fun. It was fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
3 days to Abuja is not
kind
fun.
of, because you don't have anything to lose then. That's why it was fun to you.
You don't get through.
But there's no way they are going to collect that drone. We told you now.
It's not possible.
In Nigeria, anything is possible.
Someone who are involved.
As long as we are involved, nothing they happen.
Who spoke outside for that guy, sir?
Can we speak outside?
Ebuka knows also.
Yes. Guy, God will bless you, bro.
Amen.
God will bless you, guy. Like, I still dey think about that movement.
They thought it was bomb now. So
They actually tagged me as a spy, though. So
Look at what happened.
they landed
It's not
my.
a bridge. We'll now say, hey, this bridge is fine. No, let's take a.
We want to establish a shot.
shot.
Yeah.
We use for the post production.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we now access that bridge before Lokuja. So that's what happened.
Okay, but there were police people around there.
There was
I
a
don't
goblin
know.
there.
Yes, more
Owned by some
soldiers and
armed men.
Okay.
So we didn't even know.
it's a combined
When they saw
forces.
our drone up.
Okay, it was like if people were spying on the
Spying
ground.
on them.
Okay. So that was
They even wanted to shoot that drone.
Not
Now.
branded now. Had it been in this band, they would have
Yeah,
put
yes,
that,
yes.
Okay.
So that's what actually.
So it was just a misconception then.
And then they was carrying.
Dread.
Yes, then I was. I was a Rastafarian.
No wonder. So
All right, let's keep it rolling.
we're almost tying up.
Yes,
So,
we are
about the
running out.
experiences, I just had one. I just want
Oh,
to share.
okay.
Though this before years, Eze could now come back again.
Even before then, sef, I had been kidnapped. But that's the story of it. Yes.
Wow,
That's 2021 October, yes, 21st.
doing the work.
2021, do you think so?
Omo,
They want to seize your drone. They don't kidnap you.
And that year why I won't blow like Unana.
In fact,
Nearly.
they carry and leave the drone.
I swear. I heard that. When they seize me, leave the drone. But I swear to.
They wanted to end your career, bro.
And you don't know
God
what.
pass them.
You don't know how long it took him to get that drone. So
God
drone
pass
was like
them.
something else.
No, easy. But this economy.
Let's leave it. May no cry here.
Okay.
So sorry, my
Thank you.
brother. Can I pass your bag here?
Because share your experience, let's begin to run this off.
Okay, so Dixon, right?
Okay, talking about the experiences, I think this actually would be on a general note, not necessarily about Gopadtv only. Okay, it's actually a negative experience All right. A lot of us here have actually talked about the positives, and I have a lot of them, but just because we are trying to wrap up as soon as possible. Personally, I want to talk about this, and I also want to bring it to the notice of the individuals involved in this. It's about people who normally serve in events. It's a negative experience we had over time with them.
Give us food now. That
but it's about media men, it's about DJs. I've heard a number of them complain about it. In fact, even MCs. We've been to events where the MCs have to call out to the individuals who handles the catering services and the serving. Okay? Probably they have to mention that over and over again for that food to be given to them. So, talking about media men precisely, we've been to several events where you have the people who invited you for the event. They will even give instruction. Carry this food and give to so people like this. Photographers, videographers, and media men. But you will see some of them, they will find ways to manipulate, tell lies, do several kind of things. In fact, on several occasions, we ourselves, we have monitored to see that so many of them keep the food aside instead of serving it to the people who are supposed to be properly served.
Yes.
So they keep it aside, keep looting the food. In fact, there was even one we went to. Okay, we went to one, and then in that particular event,
the bouncers,
we saw them conniving with the bouncers.
Yeah.
The only way they had access to going to get the food by themselves, they would have to pass the bouncers. So they called out these bouncer guys and then settled them. Called some of the security vigilante groups, that were securing the event. They also settled them, and then these guys began to pack food.
They began to loot.
I mean, this was real life looting. And then looking side by side, you will actually see that a lot of people that attended that event have not probably been fed. Many of them were complaining, and servers will carry food from their very, very front, carry it in their presence, go to another corner where these other people are looking at them. They'll begin to dish out this food in bags, and then in some other
sacks,
take away stuffs, And in some cases also, we have also found out that after they have finished looting, they load up so much that some of them are not even able to carry
them home. Yeah.
So they will leave it to waste off there. So I even had the experience of a guy who was a cameraman, who wasn't properly served. In fact, he picked on this particular lady. He was coming to give me food. This lady will always make one excuse or the other. So the guy said, I'm going to do one thing to you. All the pictures on which you appeared, I'm going to
remove all of them.
And what I'm actually talking about this is that media men are actually the ones that keep the memory of events.
Exactly.
And most of the times they don't have the time to go. It's not as if they are too poor that they can't feed themselves or buy food. But going out may actually be the most important time of the event. In fact, there was somebody that in one of the events we covered, that later came to me and said some time ago that thank God I was able to pick on a particular woman, who came to place money on him somehow. Okay, the camera really captured. I was able to zoom into that. I didn't even know what I was doing, but that camera footage, that little video clip, was what defined what later happened. Because after that event, that was actually a traditional marriage, and then after the event, the man said he got home that night, and that part of the chest where this woman placed that money started paining him. It was really horrible. And a lot of other things. You have some events you come to, and then these cameramen are the ones that are sensitive to pick people who come to
pick your money.
Yes, money that are thrown at the owners of the event. So what I'm here to actually say and advocate for is for media men. I'm actually speaking up for them this time around. Okay? Before we actually form the welfare team in our own company, okay?
Let me come in there.
Okay.
Can I ask you?
Go ahead.
Is it the duty of the client to give the cameraman food?
Yes.
I thought when they pay you for everything.
Okay.
Is it compulsory that they must
Okay, here's the point actually. We are actually having a problem. It's not about the individuals. Alright? Because we've been to events where you have some of the, event owners tell you to your face, you've been paid for this job. So up front, you actually have to prepare yourself and then begin to do.
So you're taking care of your logistics.
But now, what I'm talking about are the servers themselves. They were called into the event the same way you were invited. You understand? So now you have, like, one that we experienced, Ebuka and our boss. The woman that had the event gave orders severally for these people to serve us. Alright? Now they will go and what? Go around and come back and say there's no food again. Then finally, at the time they later brought the food, they went and kept it. And, I think they dropped it for the DJ guys. And we were telling them this food is meant for us. The guy went and gave it to them. They ate and, later finished. Okay? After a lot of other things and discussions, they still brought the food they said was no longer remaining. They brought out the cooler and then dished out our own meal. So what I'm actually not talking about is the event owners. No, I'm not talking about them.
But just talking about the event in general and the people serving the food.
Okay. Anyway, come in and say something. Let's say.
Talk.
Okay.
Yeah, in this our work now, we have what we call service charge. It contains both your feeding, your hotel bill if you are meant to sleep, your fuel, just your transportation, your everything. We call it service charge outside of your normal pay.
Your normal pay.
So, okay, let me ask you this question now. From what you said, do you know there are some photographers, some professional photographers that came to people's events, snap their guests, collect their number, collect money from them in order for them to send the pictures which they have been paid for. So what do you have to say about that? Is it not the same thing with those servers?
No, I think this
and nothing to resell.
No, this is a bit different. Now we're not talking about maybe another day we'll have a podcast where we discuss unprofessional practices. Okay, but coming from the first thing, which is when service charge is paid. In fact, with or without service charge, let me even make this clear. At Gopadtv, we don't prioritize food.
Super excited to
do you know that we don't eat until the event is done?
No, Gopadtv.
So we are
apart from some people.
So when he's talking about media men, he's not talking about Gopadtv. So I'm coming to what you said. So when service charge is paid, you shouldn't expect food.
Okay, you paid.
But when it is not,
but this time
you're
around, I'm
entitled
not
to
sure
get food.
that's the case. So I have
and the funny thing is that, just like what he said, the event owners do not have problems with it. In fact, naturally, it should not be a problem. How many people are media men?
We're not full.
That food cannot
are
get
they up to 30? Are they up to 20? Sometimes camera people, they just do. Do you understand? So when we talk about media men, we're not talking about the whole of the media people. We're talking about 4 people. We're talking about 5 people.
And then I have a woman. And I have a
or like live streaming where we have what's the maximum? Do we have 10? So, but you find out that those caterers pack food of 50 people. But like I said, we're not here to discuss unprofessional practices. Maybe one day we'll discuss that. And for photographers too who snap and they send behind, that's still unprofessional. It's not right.
Because they pay for
and
it.
we don't do that here.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe one day we'll have a generic discussion, a general discussion about unprofessional things that people do, and we can now share the ones that we've seen, including videographers that we've met too who pick money. And they'll keep videos and they'll keep, and sometimes you have to avoid them in your own video, so it doesn't look like you're trying to make a bad name of their company.
Is it professional for videographer?
The lady. Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing today? I must say you look amazing.
We don't do that. We have.
Why are you centralizing it like we?
No, my emphasis is.
I'm not talking about
no.
We are being.
Get. No. I want us supposed to get this.
Yes, is it Agolo?
We have seen it in many places.
So many places.
See.
They don't even record without camera.
So what we are trying to do. That's what I said.
They interview, they collaborate,
calm down.
saying that you say okay.
So see the point. The point. Why am I keep emphasizing that? You don't do that. So why?
It was my coach, though.
Why we're emphasizing
very well. So
why we're emphasizing on the fact that we don't do that here is that today we're talking about
Gopadtv.
So maybe Ethan must be on that talk show.
Yes, no.
Okay.
We'll talk about unprofessional
I think
practices.
every month, maybe once we'll just bring it up and
because
talk about that.
what we are trying to showcase is what we do here. You know, there's this guy that joined us.
Everything.
He couldn't last.
Foodstuffs, hair, clothes.
He only came to work with us once. Because in as much as we are a lovely family, we don't condone. And if you leave your camera and go and eat, from there you go. So these are practices that exist. One day we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But we'll have to tie up. I think we've been here for close to 2 hours.
Exactly. So we should be.
As a kid, he's still
let's come
passionate. Now he throw question. He come late.
I'm very, very sorry. Yeah.
So we'll have expect us. We'll be discussing unprofessional things. I think it will indicate the client.
Exactly.
What you should get ready for your media people.
Yes.
And it will indicate to the media men what should be your expectation.
Exactly.
Okay, what should you charge? What the charge is like? I think you should get ready. We have beautiful things coming up.
I'm excited to.
Yes, no. We discussed this. We discussed
Are you ready for this?
So I think we have beautiful things ahead of us.
You know that
and Eze wants to start a podcast. He's still looking for more.
We need to get involved.
Eze once said.
After now, expect
this one is going to be Eze once said.
Yeah. So I think beautiful things are coming on your way. So in case you've not
before you become
subscribed,
old,
maybe you're watching us on Facebook.
As young people, exploring family settings and how to run a family.
You've not shared, you've not subscribed.
You're just viewing and you're passing. What's up?
That's really a sign that
you want to follow.
So we wanted to
do these things now. So
first,
go to our Facebook. Like I think we should display that, right?
He's trying to
go to our YouTube,
momentum,
like, follow, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. Just do that.
And YouTube.
Stay tuned, man. You'll be getting notification on our notification. So
whenever anything happens,
I keep following up. We're about doing some funny things. You know, for rich.
Sometimes we play fruit or there, removing our clothes.
No.
I will show you my body.
Don't mind this one. Don't mind this one. Okay, you see why he's a late comer. So please. Can we remove off camera? So back to what I was saying before we were interrupted by a wave. It's not really part of the party.
It will happen. So people got just to subscribe.
So subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, get us followers, and I think you will not regret. If you aim to see a big man wedding, follow us. Big man burial, follow us. Life events, follow us. Widow's talk, follow us. If you want to meet these awesome people I've talked about, bishops, follow us. Police officers, not those that start on DIG, follow us. Police
He's 18, she said.
You can really watch some of the can see the video we talked about with
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the invite.
There are a lot of videos there. So look at them, enjoy them, like, share, subscribe. A lot of educative things are coming your way. And I think we're signing out already. So let's just start from there too.
We had a lot of programs coming up.
Okay, you said Prince Bobby, an ICT professional, and the CEO of Principal Enterprise.
Of the new bishop of Enugu Diocese.
It has to do with family.
Okay.
And I know God is so much interested in the family. That's why He started
life and the rest. Maki will be doing interviews. You feel see governor there.
After the consecration, we go for the enthronement.
So we
okay.
Start this, but before I go into
while the consecration will be at
the real
Nike.
Okay.
Cathedral.
Cathedral, yeah.
And we also have other programs, other burials.
our own
coming up in
partner.
September.
Partner.
Finances. We have a whole lot of program this September. Both the synod of my dear diocese, Waniri.
You understand?
So, I'd like you to.
So you'll be meeting that humble bishop I told you about.
Yes.
There are a lot of things, man. Just
there are a lot of
subscribe for it now.
We have very
So
subscribe for it. I love celebration, you know. So because Eze came late, we just shift the attention from him. You know, just keep your eyes on me. And maybe Maki, yeah, she's beautiful too. So I think we're tidying up. So let's start saying our goodbyes. Don't mind our shuffling.
Okay, as a typical Igbo man,
wait, I want us to see your
culture
face.
encourages paying of diary. Okay, now for instance, if I've witnessed cases where people are going for divorce, even after court proceedings on divorce and all that. The man
who's next?
Have to return.
One love.
Chama
go to travel very soon now. Next time, say he gonna make noise. When I went to my
people say custom is the way of people's life. So this is our way of life. I don't know how others do theirs, but in Igbo nation, so we return the money we received as bride price. That's why in some parts in Enugu, like from Nkanu where I came from, our people don't collect the
say come and say your goodbye. Come and sit down here.
Comes in the marriage.
It's general.
We bring in 500 million naira for that to collect the least denomination of that price. So that if, and they will tell you, my father will always tell you, take this one and take care of my daughter. And have a long so if they have not paid a bride price and ahead to me cohabitation, they're not married. Whether you went to court, you went to church, they're just not married. Even these days now, churches will demand the proof of traditional dowry payment in the village. They will ask questions: is this thing done? Is this thing done? If you don't, that's why we have witnesses. You know that we have done this in our community. Like we have accepted these two people to become married. Of course, that's how our parents married in the 50s, in the 40s. Where we don't church. So we don't even have wedding then. We just do traditional stuff on the person's head. Pay that, and you are married. All this white wedding is just flamboyancy, it's just to show off. But to me, the real marriage takes place in the girl's family house.
I think we should have a picture, you know. I think this shot looks
This is it, you know. Because everyone else.
Calm down.
Shut up. No comment podcast. Sorry.
Can't see you.
Penalize me. Give me one.
The pros and cons.
When you are living with someone you didn't pay the dowry, actually you're stealing because the parents did not give consent. Looking at from the scriptural perspective, God is really interested.
Thank you so much, sir.
Because dowry means that paying of it means that actually the parents has given consent and you are now free to leave.
Mama,
with composure and
peace and demure. Mama,
if you are watching us,
we are saying thank you.
Publish your name, so that if you're married or not, issues like that. So
Amen.
Keep following
and you
Gopadtv.
can't consider yourself married.
Keep loving Gopadtv.
Okay, so
keep giving us job.
Yes.
We will not disappoint you.
Yes, we will not go and beg for money. We will not leave your video and go and look for rice.
Our word is that always deliver.
We deliver and they go.
You don't carry your wife.
That worship experience is something else.
Okay.
Non-stop.
Previously, if I have to answer that, I'll answer it from. Looking at it, if I Christian, into church,
So the thing is,
born again,
one person has to be working.
You need to
submit
to the higher order. Okay, and get the blessing.
But sometimes you go leave work.
Minister of Food Affairs.
So everybody on one who goes shout
the marriage is not perfect.
When I never talk,
Mikey, we never sign out now.
Oh yeah, talk. You don't talk.
No, I say your
goodbye.
Don't go to church after.
Goodbye from Gopadtv.
Our last cameraman.
So
my co-host.
I think we've done enough. Yeah,
Please,
for today. So goodbye, everybody. Just do what you're supposed to do. Follow us, like, subscribe. Let me hand over to the host, Gong. This one that is troublesome. So Maki, over to you.
Hey, yo guys, my name is Maki MAKKY, and this is Gopadtv. This is how we run our things, and we love you. Okay, you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and on TikTok. And if you see us for road, make it just a follow us. Maki is my name. I'm from here. We're gonna tell you we love you.
We have to say it together.
Hello, I love you. We love you. And then together we are going to say
we love you.
Keep watching
Gopadtv.
See you.
But I'll still suggest that. I also tell you that if you don't have money for